So what's going on, people? Welcome to another video on the channel and another video for Apex Legends. Now in today's Apex Legends video, we're actually going over some dev talks about future updates and future content and how they have responded to some of these topics. Now these dev talks have been happening through the Reddit thread, so I will leave that down below in the description, and remember, go check it out because it has been an ongoing replying type of service. So that means some of the devs have been just replying to some of the comments and just been replying to some of the questions about what they actually put in the update blog. So as a general summary of the entire post of the update blog that they put out, it does go over some of the Season 2 stuff, it does go over how they're going to be updating the game and what we will see at the beginning of each season, and then how they're going to actually communicate with us for what content is going to be coming out. So as a start, we are going to be going over what we will see at the start of each season. Now, at the start of each season, as you can probably tell, is that we will get a battle pass, and the next battle pass for Season 2 will have a lot more meaningful content. That means probably upgraded camos, additional finishers, probably additional type of visual concepts as well. It'd be nice to have a lot more tiers of content instead of just a lot of blue and then one legendary thing and one rare thing. It's very disappointing for what they brought out for Season 1, so hopefully Season 2 will be a complete difference. Then as well, at the start of each season, we will see a new legend being added. They didn't say anything about legends being added throughout the season. Instead, they just said that legends will be added at the start and the beginning of each season with the battle pass. So really, at the same time, we might see an additional legend. We might see the 2 legends, like how the PlayStation leaked a couple of weeks back or months back. It did say that we're going to see 2 new legends and 2 new items to the store. At the moment, we have only got 1 legend and 1 new item, so we might see that in the future. It might have just been an old type of concept that they have given PlayStation and they just put up by accident. And the other additional thing that we will see at the beginning of each season is a new weapon. As you can tell, that we have already had the Havoc. If all of this does come true and we don't get anything else before the next season, then we'll probably see Watson and the L-Star come in at the start of Season 2 instead of in the middle of Season 1. Now, the next thing that I will be going over is the updates that we will be seeing throughout each season. Now, all of these updates will be going over balance changes, they will be going over exploits, bug fixes, and small features throughout the course of each season. Now, my guessing is that the small features is probably going to be additions like how we've seen through Caustic and through Gibraltar, where they have added a additional passive perk, mainly because the amount of times that they did get a pick rate and a win rate, they kind of thought that they needed a little bit more of a buff. Now, these perks actually at the moment don't work, so, well, they do work, but in a different way that they expected it to. So they will be fixing these perks. That means they will work how they're supposed to. And then also throughout this season and throughout each and every other season, we will see some more small features being added to the game. And they also went over how the updates are going to be added to the game also. So how Respawn do their games and how they actually update their games, they don't want to make it a weekly basis update. You know, like how Fortnite does it, where they're just forcing content out and then making their employees work like 100-hour shifts. Respawn don't want that type of stuff. They would rather have it as a large, meaningful change to the game. So that means you actually see the impact of the latest updates. Instead of each week you just get a new weapon and that's it. It would be nice to have a little bit more consistent updates instead of just every single 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks. But it is nice that they have said that they want to make a large, meaningful change instead of just small little changes which could just break the game, or it could just be no importance to how the game actually works. Now, our next thing is going to be about the improved communication. As I said before, Respawn do want to improve their communication between us and between them. So it would be quite nice to have a lot more updates, which they are going to be providing. Which one of these updates in the post is about EA Play, which is in June, and we will see some more stuff about Season 2 in EA Play. Now, we don't know exactly what these type of hints and details are going to be about Season 2, but at the same time, it might be that Season 2 will be starting as soon as EA Play does happen. Now, for Season 2, they have actually said what is going to be included to Season 2 at the start of the season, which is going to be, of course, the Battle Pass with more meaningful content, the introduction of a new legend and a debut of a new weapon. And as well, they did say that Kane's Canyon isn't going to stay the same forever, so that means it's probably hinting at the changes towards the Thunderdome and towards the Repulsor. Now, more improved communication is going to be happening throughout smaller updates as well as the bigger updates. Now, most of this is going to be happening through social media, and it actually is going to have some time before the updates drop. Not like how the previous Battle Pass and how the game did launch. Because, you know, those type of things did just come out of nowhere. We didn't know when it was going to happen. It just happened out of nowhere and nobody knew what was happening. So they are going to be doing some more social media stuff. So that means we actually know when stuff is going to be coming out. It's not going to be like, oh, in a couple of months we'll have this. It's probably going to be in a few days, this will be coming out. Now, some of the additional stuff that they did go over through some of the replies, I will only go over some of them, not all of them, but some of them they did go over is about challenges, and they did go on about the competitive modes. So if we do go over challenges first, and this person did mention, will we see any challenges or any bonus XP events before the start of Season 2? And challenges was a no, but I'm hoping that the challenges do come out through Season 2, and probably and most certainly probably more bonus XP events. My guessing is that hopefully it's not another you get top 5 and you get a rank. I'm hoping that the bonus XP event is going to be a double XP event instead. It's probably more useful for the players and it'll probably make people play the game a little bit more. And now the last thing that we're going to be going over is about the competitive mode. And somebody did ask, will we see competitive mode? And somebody put up a full thing about how they want the competitive mode to work. And it was like they would rather have a rushed competitive mode for ranked players instead of it having a fully fleshed out type of ranked mode which we have to wait like 2-3 months for. We would rather have a rushed one with improved updates over time. And one of the developers did actually reply to this saying, like, I like how you think, which is probably hinting at that competitive mode is probably going to be coming very soon. It would be nice to have, mainly because you do just get chucked into games. You could get chucked into games with people who are way above your tier. Instead, you'll be with people who you might be able to actually get wins against. And with that being added in, it'll probably bring back a lot of the people who have gone away from the game so far. Now that is all I'm going to be going over throughout this entire update towards Apex Legends. Now, if you do want to see some more content, please remember to like, subscribe, and please comment down below for any more content that you want to see on the channel. Please remember to go check out any of the other videos that I've actually uploaded throughout the weeks. It'd be nice to see some more support towards other contents, because I do like making just videos in general. So yeah, I want to say thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next video. So, peace out.